Namaskar Leos, welcome to your reading for the month of May 2020. So let us begin and let us see what the cards and the planets have in store for you. So in the beginning of the month only, we have Mars moving into the sign of Aquarius. Now Mars had moved into Capricorn on 22nd of March, and since then there was a lot of lockdown happening all over the world, especially more so in India. India immediately went into lockdown the moment Mars moved into Capricorn. Now Mars is going to move out of Capricorn, and it is going to move into Aquarius, and therefore we can expect the lockdown situation to ease up. Guys, so if you like the video, I would like you to like this video and share it and subscribe to our channel. And in case you want personal consultation, you can connect with us with the number which is appearing below, or you can also connect with us on our Facebook page or Instagram page or on our website www.harmonizeme.co. Ease up a little bit. Then on 9th of May we have Mercury, which is moving into Taurus. Taurus is the 10th house. Now 10th house is your area of profession, it is your area of work, it is also your area of your father, so you need to take care of your father's health, and it is going to be a very good time in your work area. You're just going to focus on your work, how you want to take it, where you want to take it in your life. And if Mercury is placed well in your natal chart, then this is going to be a very nice time for you. Do remember to keep on chanting Durga Saptashati, or keep on reading Durga Saptashati, one chapter at a day. On 10th of May we have Moon moving into Sagittarius and thereby forming a Kal Sarp Dosh for the next 2 to 3 days, and Sagittarius is in your 5th sign, so it can happen that you might feel a little low or depressed if the moon is also not placed well in your natal chart. You should drink water in a silver glass for the 2-3 days around 10th of May. Then from 11th of May we have 3 major planets going retrograde. The first planet going retrograde is on 11th of May, and that planet is Saturn. Now Saturn goes retrograde, and then immediately after that we have 13th May we have Venus is going retrograde. Now Venus going retrograde, it can happen that people from your past can crop up in your life, maybe your exes, and there was something in the relationship which did not close properly, and hence they might try to connect with you. And then on 14th of May we have Sun moving into Taurus, so it is going to be a time to focus on your professional life, where exactly you want to see, what exactly you want to. It could happen that you might like to start up something of your own, that can also happen. And then on 15th of May we have the last planet. 3 planets actually went retrograde, so the last of the trio is Jupiter. Jupiter also is going to go retrograde on 15th of May. Then 21st of May we have a very beautiful conjunction happening of Mercury and Venus. They are going to be on the same line in the same house, which is your 10th house, and it is going to be a good time for you. You are going to focus on what exactly the direction that you want to give your life, your career, and 5 years down the line where exactly you would like your career to be, that is what you would like to look at. And then on 24th of May we have Mercury moving into Gemini. Now Mercury moves into Gemini, that is the 11th house, your 11th house, and hence, as I said, it is going to be a very beautiful time for you. Just remember to keep on reading Durga Saptashati if you can. And now let us see what the cards have in store for you. So the cards have come out. The first is the Queen of Swords. So this is a code card. This represents actual person around you. This is a woman who is strong and independent and alone, and she can help you out. She is more of an action person than less of a planner. This could also be a fire sign around you. This could be a Leo or an Aries, so watch out for this person. And this also implies that you yourself could be in for an alone time, or you feel lonely. This can also happen that you might feel alone. You might feel, even when you are in a crowd, you feel lonely. We have heard it many times. So this can happen to you, that you would be surrounded by people but still you would feel lonely. So in the second week of May we have for you the World card. This is a very beautiful card. This shows that one part of your life, one phase of the life is finishing, and a very beautiful, lovely, much better phase is starting in your life. and that there would be a lot of opportunities made available to you at this point of time, and it would be totally up to you where exactly you want your life to go in, because whatever you choose, it is going to be very, very awesome for you. Then the third week we have King of Cups. Now this represents an actual person. This is a court card. This represents an actual person around you who is very, very emotional. This also can imply that you yourself could be very emotional, and you could be very creative, you could be very intuitive, and you could also plan to start some creatives. As I said earlier that your focus is going to be on your work area, so this can happen that you would like to start up something of your own. That can happen. And then the fourth week we have for you the Hermit. So this is a person who is, you can see this is showing lantern. So this is some person who is mature, who is around you, and who will show you the way. If you are fixed, having a dilemma about something, or you are confused about something, then this is the right person to approach, and he will be able to guide you in the right manner. So watch out for this person, so that, and this person is around you, but you have to search for him. He will not come to you. You have to go and ask him for his advice, and he will give you the right advice. Then the last week we have the Lover's card. Now this card implies that you might not be happy in your relationship, or there could be some kind of internally there could be some split happening. You yourself are confused about something, whether you would like to continue in a relationship or in a partnership, because this issue can also be in your partnership. It could in your relationship as well with your husband or your spouse, or it could be that you're not happy with the relationship, or you are looking for emotional satisfaction elsewhere. And it can also happen that if you have a business partnership, then also you are not happy with the way the things are going on with your partner. So watch out for this. And now let us see what the fairies have to say for you. So the fairies say that do some research. So as I said that you are going to be very, very creative. Here I said the third week is very creative. I said that Mercury is moving into your, it is going to move into Taurus, your 10th house, and then it will go into Gemini. So 9th till end of May, it is going to be a lovely time, gala time for you, and you are going to focus totally on to your professional area, that where you want your professional area to be, how good it should be, what it should happen in the next 4 to 5 years, where do you see your life after 5 years. So these are going to be the key areas which you are going to focus, and it can happen that here you have to seek guidance, inner guidance from your soul, that what exactly I want to do and what exactly I want my life to be. But whatever you want to start, because you are very creative right now, intuitive also, should listen to your subconscious mind. Whatever you start, do some research. That is the advice from the fairies. They say do some research before you start up something, so that it should not happen that you end up regretting the thing that you start, right? So that's all for you guys. Here's hoping that the next month fills your life with positive energy, and this is going to be a life-changing month for you, because the life is going to change for better. So that's all guys, and here's hoping that you get all the best in life. Until the time we meet again, this is me saying namaste.